Recording storage.
Well, if it's loading, we won't be able to see who it is.
Exactly.
You'll know who it is from Jonas's reaction.
Okay. I'm gonna watch the stream as my game's loading. What the fuck? This is awful.
Is it Crimson or is it
Hello,
Theodora?
Raphael.
Oh, it's you.
Ah,
Raphael looks at her. Well,
Halldamir Harrow.
I see.
Exactly.
Right.
How have the last few days and the tax rate been handling you?
he moves a hand. My expenses are generally quite modest. They didn't really affect me too much. How was your tax collection day, my dear Crimson?
The guards don't really seem to be able to do much over our side of the city.
Oh, well. Yes, I suspect that is the benefit of running an insurgency.
But on the bright side, it means we've been able to channel far more of it into protecting ourselves. We've actually been doing quite well over there.
Well, I am happy for your sake then. We have also been doing quite well. The cure is underway and is to be delivered hopefully within a week or so.
Good. It's been a pain for everyone.
Yes, well, seems to have been made of some sort of mushroom or fungus, shipped in from some noble house. I forget the name. We recovered it from a warehouse in the gold district. Quite a thing.
Oh, that is interesting. And you've been confirming something we've been wanting to check out.
Happy to help.
Was it the noblemen causing a war between themselves?
Perhaps.
So.
Perhaps it seems possible. A couple of weeks ago, there was a strange snowfall, I think you recall. We sensed magic in the air, or some of the group did.
Yes,
Someone is
detected it as well.
Yeah, someone is working heavy magic. Nevertheless, apart from that, right now I'm mostly relaxing, training, drinking, dancing.
Understandable. May I share a drink with you?
Certainly. Raphael will buy drinks.
Cheers to the cure.
To the cure. Raphael will take a sip of his wine. And look at Crimson. So what is it that you really want? I doubt you came here just to see me. Out of courtesy.
Actually, it was. More for the sake of I've been requested to relieve the district and do other business. And I won't be able to see you for a while, dear.
Oh. Well, such a statement hurts, Raphael, quite a bit. But I am sure everything will be all right. And that you will return again safe and sound.
Though our deal of smuggling things in, no matter how big the shipment, I have ensured that Iris, the person leading our outpost, is fully willing to give you anything you require.
Well, nods. Good. Hopefully the quarantine will actually be lifted quite soon and smuggling will not be needed. But I still thank you for keeping the supply lines open.
And if anything becomes a problem, and you do need me back, dear, tell them. I'm sure they can get a hold of me.
Very well. I shall remember this.
Also, I hope you didn't have a problem finding all your clothes after that night.
No, they were around the house. It wasn't too much of a problem. You just look for the high places, and usually that's where they stick.
Stick.
She kind of laughed a bit to you. Very well. I'll see you around. Next time, hopefully starting with a duel again.
Yes, that would be quite fun. Good luck, Crimson. I wish you all the best.
And with that, she tries to steal a kiss from you and goes.
Oh, well. That's certainly something Raphael won't dodge.
Or
And
gospel.
she leaves quickly. Sitting on the table next to Raphael is a few gold pieces.
Oh, all right. You will take a few gold pieces.
25 gold pieces.
Well, that was generous.
That's more than a few.
Yoink.
Plus 1 money for Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
Tyne had a question.
What? No,
What?
I didn't have a question.
Everyone has questions.
Secret questions? What
No.
are you plotting? Tell me your secrets.
Well, no. I'm gonna
It's fine.
search it on Bing.
Yeah, I'm gonna Bing it.
It's fine. It's fine. Everyone's asking questions.
Bing.
Malachi.
Search for Tina's secret.
So, with that, I don't know. I don't know if Malachi did research today or not.
We can probably
Is it
assume that
the
he does.
7th?
Yeah, he did.
I have not done it the 7th.
Let's have a look.
Did it the 6th?
Fifth day. It is the 5th.
Mine first.
I don't know if it was done or not today. It's a problem. So,
Hmm.
I lost my chat log.
It was done.
You say it
Yeah,
was,
you
Malachi?
guys did it preemptively.
Yeah, I think so. We did
Okay.
it because
So in that case, was that everything for today, or did Jonas need to do his perform check as well? I don't remember.
25 gold pieces for a kiss? Are you insane?
I mean, need is a strong word. I can certainly do it.
Would you like to do it? 15. Roll me a d10.
More silver pieces coming up.
Mm-hmm. Free silver.
Fantastic.
Would Riff like to roll it?
No, she's alright.
You don't want to see if you can get hit 25?
Just for shits and giggles.
You can earn gold.
I love gold, Mr. Bond.
Nope.
Not quite. You can roll me a d10.
Oh dear. 6.
6 silver.
Woo!
You earn twice as much as Raphael today.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Singing? Speaking?
Speaking.
Yeah, auditories like speeches and long stories and...
Oh, okay.
Poetry.
Like
Stories of stuff.
storytelling.
And
Poppycock.
while she does this, people are snapping their fingers.
she can tell like poetry and he can do interpretive dance.
Mm-hmm. Problem is her poetry is kind of weird, so...
It is.
Arcane magic, birds, and plague.
I don't really know how to
Ray
dance
light.
that.
Okay then, so the clock I will tick forward by 1 step, putting us on the 6th.
Time to research. If you will.
Is there anything specific that Raphael or Riffland would want to do during the downtime?
Not
Well, during
really.
any of the downtime, to be precise. Because if so, we can fast forward quite a bit.
Not really. I mean, he has the lead on the Silver Crows, but apart from that, he will just patrol the streets and be available if something comes up. But for now, it's certainly in the hands of the research team to do stuff.
Yeah, Riff will spend her days in between the tavern and her house.
Very well. So in that case, we'll do a we'll do a greater fast forwarded one for this then.
Targeted. Alright, so I guess I should just let's see, who was it then? So I'll need at least 2 days to make it. That leaves 4 days of research? 3 days, 5 days of research, yeah.
Is that including today?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we skip forward 4 more days?
4 more
That
days? We can do that. Probably.
Yep, so you can go ahead and make sure you do your research for those 4 days then. As well. Jonas and Riffland, if they want, they can roll 4 sets of actually no, they can just roll 1 perform check and they can multiply their result by 4.
Okay.
For the amount of money they get for the various days. Well, you are nothing.
Do I just do that as well? Roll once and...
Your choice. You can roll once and get 4 times the result, or you'll get 8.
Fine, then that's a lot faster.
You both earn nothing. You hit a dry spot.
Yeah, no, not.
Did you both roll a 1?
We
You
both
know,
got
there's
drunk.
there's not that many patrons like in a quarantine and all, so we have sort of done what we can at the
You've
moment.
exhausted the population.
I rolled a 2.
The heavy taxation, people can't tip as much as they used to.
It's true. We can go to the zoo.
Do you want to go to the zoo?
Dance with the monkeys.
4 days.
What thresholds do you hit with 4 days worth of total research?
Well, 2.
The new hit action movie coming this fall. Total Research.
That's the new Total War game coming out.
Start the reactor, Quaid.
I guess we'll up reliability by 2 then.
Very well, so you're now on, for the airborne cure, not 65, but 85%?
That's the maximum I can do.
Maximum reliability.
You know, if you get any higher, you'll end up freezing their lungs. That is not pleasant.
But I can do it, you say?
If you want to kill the person.
Weaponized cure.
Exactly. Well, once this plague is cured, right, I wouldn't want all this research to be for nothing.
What good is research if you can't turn it into horrific bioweapons, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If I can weaponize this thing so it becomes like a super killing cult mushroom,
Mm-hmm.
that's...
Very well, so now I didn't fast forward it by 4 days, so I should do so.
So we will not be happy if you do that with our knowledge.
We're on the 10th of Desness.
You need 3 days more.
She'll be the Albert Einstein of her time.
She does have the white hair, so...
It's true.
Or can become death.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Death comes. Hello.
Raphael, as these, you know, maybe singing, maybe playing a game of cards, maybe drinking, maybe sword fighting,
Maybe.
whatever you may be doing, you hear a blood-curdling scream
From where?
from this side of the road.
Oh well. Raphael will at that point drop everything he holds, grab his blade, and rush out towards that area.
Riff will try and scamper as quickly as she can to follow. She wasn't exactly expecting it.
I mean, no one was exactly expecting it. You arrive at probably quite a... If Raphael wasn't so used to the sight of blood, he'd be quite, sickened by this. There appears to be a corpse hanging by its arms between 2 buildings, just pinned to the building sides.
Ugh.
The corpse hanging, its face completely covered in blood and appearing with the eyes missing.
Yeah.
If that is my employer...
Scratches to
One
to
of the
a
buildings
halt,
attached to happens to be Riff's.
What?
stares at the house, stares at Rith, and turns around and says, "There seems to be is it a man or a woman?
It appears to be a woman.
It seems to you have a lady nailed to your building."
Riff seems to step forward slowly, obviously quite mad that somebody's nailed a lady to her building. And says quite
Yeah, obviously.
says quietly, "What type of sick person would do this?"
Raphael looks around. Is there anyone fleeing the scene?
Can you make me perception checks?
Can.
Oh, Nairu can for sure.
You can get Zoe to come and do an autopsy on her.
Well,
Yeah.
you look around. You don't see anyone.
Raphael turns to Rithlin and says, "Send Nairu to fetch the others quickly. We need to get the group together to take a look at this. So I no doubt would have to want to research, and maybe Laurel can also take a look. This is a statement. You do not simply nail someone to a building like this. This is meant to be found and meant to send a message, possibly to us. It is your building after all, and the Muleback Crossing is under our protection. Someone might have actually challenged us. Now, quickly, send him.
Should we check on Zoe's house? Well, if there's a dead dog, it's normal, but a person?
Naru just flutters into the research room and starts squawking until they react.
Well, they're just about to begin creating one of these things. Also, look at Tyra.
Zoe looks at Laurel. It looks like the others need us. Do you want me just to go, or?
Okay, no. If they need us, we should all go. Come, Ballard.
Bacon.
He's got so much bacon in his mouth he can't speak.
In his face.
It's just all up in his face.
It's true.
Laurel, by the way, looks destroyed.
I think we all
This
do.
work.
We all
As you
look
arrive, you see the
destroyed.
sickening sight of someone pinned by their arms to the side of a building by nails.
Also,
Their eyes missing and blood running right down their body.
Well, Zoe going into her Dr. Mode. Get her down so I can do an autopsy on her.
Who gets her down?
Raphael looks like the way she's nailed. Is there any symbolism perhaps in the way she is sort of put up there?
Symbolism.
Can I do it?
Do you have religion?
I don't.
Religion coming up.
One dose of religion coming right up.
17.
Zoe knows a thing or two about religion. Though not about this exactly. I mean, there's a few things this could represent. You're not 100% sure what it's designed.
Does it feel like there's any magicalness around if I cast Detect Magic?
You cast Detect Magic. Oh.
Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, quite.
So
No.
it is magical.
Very well. In that case, as you cast Detect Magic on the body, I'm going to send something to you.
Oh, lovely. I don't want to see that, DDS. God.
Put your shirt back on.
feel the mind worm creeping into your brain. Check it.
Mind worms.
Will be the next one.
I'll throw Detect Magic and Poison on it too. Why not?
Well, first, before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Magical.
the moment she casts Detect Magic, what happens?
Yes.
Well, this happens. In any direction?
Yes. She runs at full speed.
Screaming.
Raphael sort of blinks.
So he runs after.
I should probably do that, honestly.
Well, Zoe's a doctor. She can find out what's wrong with her.
But she doesn't see her beyond 30 feet.
No, but she can damn hear her. Come with her anyway.
You have half the move speed of her, right? You have
Yeah, you're not
armor and
gonna
stuff.
catch up.
Then go.
Oh,
Don't start. Just talk. Just go.
Oral.
Yeah, she's not double moving. She's full speed sprinting.
Oh, little Lind, I am sorry. Come back. I regret everything.
Riff
Everything.
is...
What did you do?
Riff is horrified. No, she looks horrified, like something inside of her's dead.
Little Lind, stop running. You are making no sense.
So I will come up and
Little Lind!
a heal check on her.
Well, we're still running down the street.
I thought you caught up with her. Get up on it.
I'm trying to, but she's still running and screaming.
I mean, eventually she's going to run out of breath and have to stop, but...
Little Lind,
Riff will stop by about here.
what is wrong with you?
Riff will... she turns around, tears streaming down her face, and says, I saw... I just... No, death, everything, horrors, everything is horrible. What is wrong with this city?
He looks confused. I do not understand.
I felt like this terror inside of me, and it just engulfed my mind, and all I could see was a sight of death and horrors, endless horrors. It was awful.
He looks concerned. There might have been some sort of ward or something cast upon the body. I am not sure. You should probably go back and try to explain this to Zoe.
In the meantime, she'll look at Ballard and says, "Hold on to my hand very, very tightly. And don't let go." She'll detect poison and magic on the body.
Very well.
Do you want me to copy and paste it over?
If you want, you can copy and paste it to her.
And we hear Zoe running down the street with Baller like flapping behind her like a cape.
No, he's pretty strong.
Raphael will slowly sort of start to drag or guide Ritalin back.
Well, I can't flee, so
You're
But
like gonna
the
curl up in a ball, I guess, and scream.
we'll curl up in a ball and scream, yeah. While Ballard holds her wrists with all his might.
Laurel will go and get some of the neighbors.
The neighbors are kind of watching out the windows, like, what the hell's going on?
When we approach the crossing and the screams of Zoe comes up, Raphael will sort of shout out to Laurel, "What is going on? They are going crazy."
I'm not sure, but we need to get that body down.
I agree completely.
Sort of go in and knocks on some doors and like, come on, we need.
Some people,
There's a body hanging from the wall.
some
Of
people
course,
see
it's not the
sick
first
and-
murder that's happened nearby, but you know,
some people come out and they'll get like ladders and stuff.
Yeah.
rakes and stuff.
Rakes?
Pull it down somehow.
Is Zoe
Not a
just
rake!
being in panic?
After about 2 minutes, you stop being panicked.
Zoe will tell them not to touch the corpse.
Not what?
Not to touch it.
Well, we can't leave it hanging up there on the
Well,
wall.
they need to wear gloves. Anything. Just don't touch it with their skin.
Oh, looks at his sticky leather gloves sort of stained with all these chemicals.
Raphael looks over to Laurel, asks him if he has more gloves like that.
Well, yeah, of course he does.
Well, toss something over, and
Conveniently in here.
Luckily, you're right next to the shop.
mm-hmm.
Don't know if that's lucky, but
Down goes your real estate value again.
murders. So how was it hanging?
It was hanging by its arms, pinned to the side of 2 buildings. One being Rift's building, one being her neighbor.
Madame Scarlet?
The eyes are completely missing, and blood is trailing straight down.
I mean, Raphael will look to Laurel and say, "You don't really do this out just to amuse yourself. It is clearly quite the effort."
Someone has got all the way up there, both houses, and hammered nails into it. Amazing that nobody heard, unless it was done with magic of some sort. To get it down regardless.
Zoe will add that when I try to find out what kind of magic, I just get this horror in my mind. The same that happened to Rifflin. I have a feeling if we were to touch it, something would happen too.
And Laura doesn't say anything to that. Just
Perhaps we should bring the body then to Mother Elena. Properly study it in the confines of the hospital.
I agree.
I don't think we should bring something like this to the hospital.
What do you think we should do? We can't do it here with all these people.
No, we cannot. Somewhere secluded.
Your place?
Looks to it. No.
What do you suggest?
Just do it in my place, Riffle. Perk up.
Zoe will not
Here now.
say.
That should work.
Just pull it through the window.
Raphael will put up a ladder to the neighbor's house and try to yank out the nails holding up the body and sort of.
It takes some time. It's quite deeply into the wall, but you managed to get it out.
Zoe will look at any of you. Can one of you get Mother Elena? I'll need her help here.
Well, not so bothered to do it.
Yeah, you go Bollard.
You want one of the neighbors.
How?
If not one, sure. If not one of the neighbors could do it, so.
Or we'll go and light some candles and incense at the little shrine he's got in his house.
Raphael will bring the body inside the Ritallin's house and put it. I don't know. Does she have a table for autopsies?
No,
Now she does.
she has a kitchen table. I suppose that'll
It's
work.
gonna be. You probably want to change this table out when we're done with it. Honestly.
She's
Oh.
rich.
I am now, yeah.
Maybe you can put it out to the taxation collection people.
I pay in a body.
Yeah, pay in tables.
Pound of meat.
Pound of flesh.
Okay,
I'll give you
Elena,
Exactly, pound of
get in
flesh.
here.
One of the. So yeah, Mother Eleanor walks in, and I guess one of you directs her to where the body is being stored.
I guess Bollard does.
Raphael will say, it seems that the body has quite frightened our other two magic users. We had to, forcefully restrain them from running away. You might want to be careful examining that thing.
Sorry, we'll tell her Detect Magic is out of the question.
She turns the corner to look at the body, and she goes pale as a ghost.
So it looks Mother Elena. What's wrong?
It's her own face.
Do you know her?
Well, yes, but I know a lot of people in the community.
What about...
The body. There's. She seems to like start trying to work out what to say. As if all life from it has been completely drained.
I know.
It's a pure husk. But more than that, it's been pumped with the foulest of necromancy. This body must be burned.
You don't think we should do an autopsy?
You can try if you wish, but this needs to be burned before sunset.
Okay, we will burn it, but I'll need your help with the autopsy if you can.
I hope your friend Laurel has lots of gloves and face masks.
Well, we all get gloves. I do not remember how much she gives. Is it plus what?
She's going to grant you a +4.
+4.
Her amazing skills. Autopsies. Well, the person actually seemed to have died primarily of blood loss.
Exsanguinated, eh?
Seemingly, the main sources were from arteries in the arm, and the fact that her eyes were forcibly ripped out of the sockets, causing her to bleed to death very painfully.
I just imagine Zoe doing the autopsy and explaining all this. I don't know if
In grisly
Raphael and Rifflin wants to be here while she does this.
Riff doesn't really mind, I mean...
Other than that, examining the body, Zoe finds something interesting carved into the chest of the woman. A symbol.
What skill do I need to roll?
Before you roll anything, to be precise, it looks like a blood-red seal of some kind.
Oh god, no.
Is it the same in Rifflin's dream?
Riff can confirm so.
This horse-
Almost as if the dream had happened.
When Zoe sees it, she pauses and says, "The horseman."
Riff
We have
shakes
to
her head and says, if the horsemen were here, they wouldn't be killing a person, they would kill cities. It's
No,
just,
but they're...
It's just a cult.
That's what the cult would do.
Luckily, I know where some of the cults old hideouts were.
Why do you know that?
I have a friend who has been here quite a while. and she remembers when they were last here. And we walked past one when we went to the gold district. That was the burnt building.
The building has been burnt down then.
And there are two more. One in the port district.
There are three more.
Three more? I only see two.
One in the port district. One in South Side.
Yeah.
And there should be one more marked on the
Oh yeah,
map.
I see it, I see it.
Yeah,
It's-
one inside the foreign quarter in the embassies.
Yeah. So, after we sort the cure out and we have time, I think we need to sort these cultists out. Because this was a message, this wasn't just killing somebody.
How thoroughly does Zoe check the body?
Very.
It's a fucking necropsy.
Yeah.
If you're doing a and as you continue to search, you do find other strange writings attached to the body, carved in.
Like what?
This you cannot read though.
Does it
She
look
looks to
like
Mother
a-
Elena.
Mother Eleanor cannot read it.
Riff will go to her next door neighbours with a quick sketch of the writing and ask if she can read it.
She can.
She will bring her round to decipher and translate for us.
Follow the past.
Must mean if we go looking for them or somebody's past, the past.
It's talking about tradition.
It could either be the cultists in the past. They don't want people to look into their past, or it could be one of our pasts.
Well, we wouldn't have looked into it if they hadn't hanged up a corpse saying it.
And why would they write it inside the body in a language none of us can read? But a retired lady.
Well, I mean, out of character, one reason would be that they would then know who you would have to get into the house to talk to. It's a matter of controlling what you're going to do, right? Only leaving you one real option and how to deal with the situation. They can know exactly what you'll go, where you'll go, and what you'll do.
So they want us to do it.
They want-
That is kind of suck. Oh god.
This out of character. This means this means an ambush. Surely, this means we're gonna walk into a building that we reckon is theirs, and we're just gonna get ambushed. Because that's
Maybe
what
they
they'll
did the-
expect. Wow, this sucks. Okay.
Yes, that is the completion of the autopsy.
So it looks to Mother Elena in really a glance of what are we gonna do?
I'm not sure. My main concern now is disposing of this body before the energy spread.
We'll dispose of it right now.
We need to do more than burn it. We need to be blessed as well. Don't have any holy water left.
I'm not a priestess, as you know.
That
Do any
was
of you
like
do any of you know if the priestess of the shrine is still around? She weathered the storm.
Oh, someone does in this room.
But
Come on.
I don't know if he
Jonas!
told us that.
Hmm.
We need the butterfly priest.
We need information of stuff you know. We need you to tell us.
Sure. I mean, Raphael's probably like hanging back in the room or something just to guard if the corpse would come alive or something.
Mother Eleanor asked over the room, does anyone know if the priestess is still alive?
Yeah, Raphael will nod and says, yes, I think she is. I have seen her in, well, in association with Crimson. I think I could prowl the streets and request her assistance.
Well, we need her to bless the body. You need to find her now.
Very well, I shall go right away.
Take Ballard with you.
Come along, Ballard.
Yeah.
Will-
Take the potato with you.
Yep, and we will
Potato, go.
prowl the streets, going towards the Loyalists' hideout.
Very well. Do you want to go ahead and copy yourself?
If you want, sure.
And of course, copy Bollard if you plan to take him in the building, or you can have him way outside. Your choice.
No, I have him with me.
You have upgraded. You now have a guard.
They allow you and you recognize. They recognize you. Oh, at this point, I can actually have the whole thing revealed for you, more or less, because you've been around the building once. I deselect you though, so I don't actually make you invisible. There we go.
Right. Is there no one here?
There are people here.
I think you just got into the north room.
Yeah, Raphael will look around, look at one of the guards and say, I require to speak with the priestess of the Black Butterfly. Is she here?
Yes, I believe she's currently in a meeting with
This
Mistress
is
Iris.
This is of utmost importance and urgency. I request immediately to talk to her. I must insist.
In that case, I recommend just going up to the mistress's office and knocking.
He sweeps past the guy. Past the
Many
fire
of-
pit. Oh yeah. Goes through here.
This place has no lack of people.
Goes here.
Look,
Knocks at the door.
So someone seems to open up the door.
Is the lady inside?
Yeah, it's just not letting me reveal stuff because it's being put sunny. There you go.
Raphael
I'll look over
steps
to
in.
you.
He steps in.
Crimson's friend.
Yes,
Lady.
good evening. I think that was Iris, yes. Lady Iris. He nods towards her. To the others. Sister Alina, we need your immediate attention and assistance at Muleback Crossing. A terrible and horrible, horrifying even, crime has been committed, and a body has been desecrated to such a degree that both Mother Elena and Zoe White has requested your assistance in, making sure that the body does not rise as some sort of undead monstrosity.
She lets out a deep sigh. Very well. Change is imminent in this area, it seems. Sorry, Iris. I'll need to go. Seems like I need to go for now. I'll speak to you about securing the shrine later.
Raphael looks to her as they sort of walk out, securing the shrine. Is it in peril?
Overrun by the walkers.
Ah, well, if with your assistance in this, I am sure that me and my friends might be able to help you take your shrine back.
That'd be very helpful. I'm running low on equipment when it comes to actually trying to bless things anymore.
I see. Well, I must of course speak with the rest of my party, but I am sure that we would be more than happy to assist you in this matter. having the shrine operational seems to benefit most of the community.
What worries me is just the frequency of things happening here.
Well, the crime, as I talked about, was quite grisly. I have not seen anything like it, honestly. Switch maps and walk down the street. He describes the body and the desecration and the desiccation and like basically the horrible state of it and the reactions of Zoe and Mother Elena and Rithalind and all that, and sort of, prepare for the shock, basically.
At this point, Mother Eleanor is probably, with Zoe, probably like set up, the area to, do the burning.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around the back or something. So, probably not burn the body in the house.
Riff would be fucking angry if they did that.
We're not gonna burn down your house. What do you think of us?
Good.
We're not gonna burn it down yet.
Yet.
Sister Alina, comes round, gives a nod to Zoe.
Zoe nods back. They're probably the same class, but she's a believer.
She's a believer.
You two know each other.
Yeah, but she's a priestess, and Zoe didn't choose to go that path.
And she's a cleric, you're an oracle.
Oh, I still have cleric spells.
You have cleric spells.
You're a bit higher up on the fancy scale.
Yeah,
On fanciness, yes.
No, Zoe chose not to believe, because how can you believe in such a rotten place?
Nairu's atheist. You can talk about that when I can talk for him.
So yes.
Next level.
So Zoe is asked to stay with Sister Alina and Mother Eleanor, and they're going to be doing a ritual for about an hour. And for that, can Zoe roll me a spellcraft or a religion check?
Let's see what's best.
Damn, if only I could help.
You are not allowed to help. You are not a divine caster.
Spellcraft +5 and what did you say?
Religion.
Religion +5.
So pick either one.
I guess I'll choose religion. There we go.
Woo!
That's a natural.
And give me another one.
Religion?
Mm-hmm.
That's decent.
Not bad. And can I have a third one?
I'm running out of luck here. No?
No,
That's
you're not.
good.
Nice.
The ritual goes fine, Zoe hasn't done this in a while, though she seems to remember all the chants perfectly.
Will I be able to do this next time then?
You believe you would actually remember how to do this next time, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, if as long as you had at least one divine caster with you could probably pull this off.
Well, she's a divine caster.
Yeah, you just any other divine caster. So you should be like a level one acolyte, and you could do it. Yeah. You also realise the material components, which is 1 vial of holy water.
Okay, so I better get some holy water.
The ritual goes ahead, and you seem to cleanse the body. Also, Rift's house is counted as consecrated for a day.
Woo!
No problem.
And as the ritual ends, a flow of just goodly energy. If any of you were still injured, you're fully healed. Luckily, all of you would already be healed at this point. And the body itself, once the ritual is complete, it is the flames, and the flames turn like a very bright yellow. They kind of burn up in holy fire into just ash.
Is everyone there to see it? Of the
Yep,
group?
everyone can see it. Well, everyone who wants to see it can see it. The ash kind of almost like spark of like silver dust in the air.
That is kind of sad.
Well, with that dreadful business taken care of, the question remains of what to do. We can't really let this stand, yes?
So look at the priestess. I think I will be able to do this if it ever have to do this again.
That's good to know, Zoe. With only me really handling many of the divine duties here, it's very difficult to do. Well, it's very difficult to have much. It's very difficult to, if it keeps happening more, to always be here.
Well, you know I'm a divine caster. You can always call for me. I may not be a priestess, but I still have contact with the divine.
You have a very unique contact with the divines, and the help is always appreciated.
Soy knots. What do you make of this? A cult.
Bad news for all of us. It's very difficult to say exactly what's going to happen, though.
Probably exactly the same as the past.
What happened in the past?
From what Madame Scarlet said, they pretty much wanted to take over. They wanted to, well, destroy a lot of things, and they didn't succeed after a while. Maybe they're just trying to rewrite history.
My magic can counter whatever they're going to throw at us.
Hopefully they don't throw anything too big or apocalyptic.
With that, nothing else in particular is going to happen today.
Why did Laurel just disappear?
You went home.
You went home.
What did you say, Malachi?
You went home.
Why?
You prayed.
Basically.
But nothing else in particular really happens today.
Mm-hmm. Then we rest, I suppose.
So he looks a little nervous at Rifflin. Will you be okay being here?
Riff shrugs and says, well, can't be worse than living in a forest with hungry wolves snapping at your heels every night and every day. What could go wrong?
Well, your house has been blessed. It is probably the best place to be in this circumstance.
Riff gives a bit of a weak smile and says, well, if anything does go wrong, Naira can fetch Raphael, and Raphael can come and swing down on an invisible chandelier and save the day, can't he? What?
You said the house snapping at your heels?
Anyway,
Salgo.
yeah, something just seems like Riff's kind of little spark that she normally has in her eyes seems to have dimmed because of tonight.
Not that weird. Are you okay being alone here, or do you want me to stay the night?
It's consecrated ground. I can't imagine that cultists will.
No, but a person died right outside your house.
I think she'd enjoy the company.
So he smiles. She will stay. So he looks a little annoyed, and maybe I would be better as a priestess. I just don't really. I'm not really into the god thing.
Riff chuckles and says, I believe in a mad god that changes his mind every few days. I don't really think that there could be many gods, well, crazier, I suppose. And Nairu, as far as I'm aware, doesn't believe in gods, and yet he isn't smited. There's nothing wrong with someone not believing.
But it's kind of weird, isn't it? I'm able to do these kind of stuff, but I don't believe anything about it.
Rip shrugs and says, I don't know anything about any god, really. I had no one to teach me. All I know is there is some of their names, and that the god I believe in is an arcane god. And I think that suits me quite well.
Does Raphael believe in any gods?
Raphael.
He's probably not present at this sort of heartfelt
Why are you
moment.
still inside the house then?
Get out then.
He can
sure.
go get a drink.
He goes back.
What about Bollard?
To Cassandra!
Sure. He
No,
will
Bollard,
cheer
it's
himself
just
up to this.
weird if he stays.
Yeah, the bollard's eating all the bacon.
You're weird.
No, well, Jake is not here to talk for him, so he's just standing there looking at us.
He just stood there like angry bollard face.
Not as angry as all others of Dark's tokens.
And then there's Raphael with his smirk.
Well, that's not a Dark token.
He's happy. Laughing
Anything,
here.
anything else happened during the night?
I don't know, dust.
Or do you guys do anything else in particular? Manuk didn't spend the entire day here, so he can do like can do crafting.
Do crafting. Can I take 10?
Yes. And crafting you can.
I'll do that then.
How long does he think it would take him to make an aerosolized cure?
Well, he's going to make 2 just to be sure. So he's going to be doing this for the rest of the days.
Very well.
So we will join you again the next morning.
So he won't actually need to. When making the thing, he can actually much more know how long it'll take. By researching, it's basically as much as possible.
We kinda at some point need to do something about that cult, right? We can't have them really running around and nailing people to buildings.
Yeah, well, we have some warehouse to check out.
Yeah, we have
You?
3 more to check out.
Yeah, but he'll basically be crafting and be in a lot of thought.
I guess we can wait for the crafting to be completed and then knock down the doors to the warehouses and start raiding the places.
Well, I'll
What?
look forward to the next day.
What god or goddess does the priestess
Black butterfly.
who?
Which is an imperial lord.
Yeah, it's like a demigod angel.
Oh, that one. Pretty.
It is an asata of distance, silence, and space. Very, very relevant for the poor.
Did that just say nudity?
No.
Sure it did.
Probably.
No, it didn't. It looks like a drone, almost.
You're a drone.
It's a
Yeah,
So
black
it's
you-
wow.
I mean, it's a black butterfly.
But yeah, do you guys just wait until the 13th? Or
Do we?
I mean, we can't really raid evil cult warehouses without everyone here, I feel.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, we kind of need Jake here.
It all kind of needs to make this thing. He'll be, like, clung up and killed.
okay.